At this point, you've done a lot in film, the industry. What kind of role are you looking to do next?
Well, it's funny you asked. I'm actually starting, I've actually started Tyler Perry's new film, and Medea's Big Happy Family, and the character I play in there is just something totally different from Kevin. Totally different from any character that I've ever played. It's more of a, I would want to say me as a man. You know, I deal with a lot of things. 2 women in my life, a baby mother, a girlfriend, I have a son. I don't think people has ever seen Bow Wow as a father. So I think that that's going to throw him for a little twist. But, I mean, for me, it's whatever I feel comfortable with, whatever challenges me, anything that's different. One thing I always like to do with my work is, you know, I never want to do the same thing or play the same character. Like from Lottery Ticket, I go to this totally different guy. Then hopefully from this Tyler film, I can go to something totally different from that character. So I always try my best to distinguish that.
Now, what attracted you to the character of Kevin in this film?
The one thing that attracted me the most was the similarities amongst us. Myself and Kevin being that, you know, I can also relate to, you know, having that feeling of somewhat hitting the lottery and just becoming famous overnight, and, you know, the rush, the adrenaline rush you get, people grabbing at you and everybody wants a piece. That's what really, you know, led me into wanting to do this film, and the story behind it, you know, just giving back and, you know, just preaching that importance. Like, don't forget where you come from, friendship, trust, loyalty, the whole 9 yards. It was just a great movie, and I felt like if I wasn't in it, I would still go see it, so therefore I have to be in it.
Okay, good. Now, you guys had an amazing cast that you were working all together for this film. What was it like working with Ice Cube, and especially with him being now this film mogul and just really getting involved in all this production and producing?
Right. I had a lot of fun working with Cube. I mean, I think you know, he's a genius. He's one of the originators to cross over from hip-hop to acting and pave the way for young guys like myself to take this whole thing full-fledged. And, you know, I had a lot of fun working with Cube. This was my 2nd time. It definitely won't be the last. And, you know, I had a lot of fun,
I can imagine with all the comedians that you guys are working with as well, a lot of improvisation.
Oh, yeah.
Was it hard to keep a straight face?
For me, it was hard when I had to do my scenes with Mike. Watching Mike do it, because he messed up so many times, and it was funny. Because it's like, he's so funny, even when he messes up, it's 10 times funnier. So, I mean, that was probably the only time, was that church scene where it was just hard not to laugh.
Okay, now tell us a little bit about your upcoming album that you're working on.
Yeah, well, actually, I haven't started on the album yet. The reason why is because I've just been so tied up with the movie side of things, and, you know, dealing with Lottery Ticket and also filming a movie right now. So, you know, I always separate the two. If I'm on a movie set, I do not want to go in the studio. You cannot get me in there unless it's like that important to where I have to do it. But it's hard to get me in the studio if I'm in acting mode. It's really hard.
Okay, good. I heard Jadakiss is going to be the producing this album.
Yeah. Well, of course, myself and Baby Birdman, you know, Cash Money Records, we're going to be the executive producers. I brought Jadakiss on board just to be, you know, the ambassador of the album, somebody I can have in the studio to push me, you know, and that's all I'm up for right now is challenges. You know, I want to be pushed, and, you know, what better way to do that than have one of the top MCs of our time in the studio doing that. So, you know, I think it's going to be fun, and I think that that's what I need, and hopefully we come out with some great product.
Okay, good. Now, you guys have been doing a lot of promotion for Lottery Ticket. I know that you guys are in Atlanta. Where are you headed to next?
Next will be New York. New York, then back home, then back here, then back home. So, crazy, but yeah.